Okay, let's dive right into this explainer by picturing a scenario that, let's be real, would have sounded like pure science fiction just a decade ago. Imagine taking a brutal 8-hour workday task, writing thousands of lines of complex code, designing heavy graphic assets, or pulling massive analytical reports, and crushing the whole thing in just 30 minutes using AI. Sounds almost like cheating, right? Well, it's not a futuristic dream. It is exactly what is happening right now across IT landscapes in 2026. But of course, that massive, mind-bending leap in efficiency brings us to the ultimate question on literally every IT professional's mind today. Is AI creating jobs, or is it just replacing them? If you're a student, a fresher, a senior developer, or frankly, anyone planning a long-term career in tech, this is the one question you need an answer to. Because the future of work, it's shifting faster than ever before. So let's get into Section 1, the big AI question, myth versus reality in 2026. We are well past the phase where AI was just a cool experiment. It's now a daily workplace companion. And the absolute biggest myth floating around right now is this fear that AI is going to come in and just take all the jobs. But the reality on the ground is vastly different. AI transforms existing jobs, and it actively creates brand new opportunities. In 2026, the only real risk isn't the AI itself. The real risk is refusing to learn how to use it. Organizations are plugging AI into everything from software dev to business automation, meaning professionals are now working directly alongside these systems instead of doing all that repetitive manual labor. Think about the history of tech evolution for a second. It's actually a very predictable pattern. In the 1980s, computers didn't eliminate jobs. They just introduced digital workflows. The internet in the 90s didn't destroy careers. It connected the globe and spawned entirely new industries out of thin air. Cloud computing in the 2010s? It just scaled businesses globally. And similarly, today, artificial intelligence is here to enhance your productivity, not end your career. Ultimately, it's a tool, not a terminator. Moving right along to Section 2, transforming traditional IT roles, from manual tasks to AI-assisted work. The crucial takeaway here is that AI basically acts as your co-pilot. Let's break this down. In software development, AI coding assistants are actually generating the code, suggesting real-time improvements and hunting down bugs. What does that mean for humans? It means we pivot to high-level system design and really complex problem solving. Just memorizing syntax? Yeah, that doesn't cut it anymore. In testing, AI generates the test cases and automates all those boring manual checks, which leaves human testers free to predict complex failures and set the overarching strategy. And in customer support, bots are handling millions of simple queries instantly, so human agents can step in to manage the tricky escalations and actually build relationships. Simply put, AI takes the repetition, and you take the logic. And hey, this shift isn't just happening for coders. It applies absolutely everywhere. Even in highly creative or analytical roles, we're seeing the exact same pattern play out. For data analysts, AI tools crunch massive data sets in seconds, totally replacing manual report creation. So now, analysts get to focus on uncovering deep business insights and compelling data storytelling. For graphic designers, AI is generating logos and marketing content on the fly. But here's the catch. AI doesn't have human imagination. The designers who are pulling ahead right now are the ones combining their innate creativity and branding expertise with these generative tools. All right, Section 3, growing AI career paths, the explosion of new opportunities. We are seeing an absolute explosion in brand new roles. We've got AI engineers and prompt engineers, who are honestly the new whisperers of the tech world, figuring out exactly how to translate human intent into machine action. Then you have machine learning engineers building the foundational models, AI product managers ensuring these tools actually solve real human problems, and AI security specialists protecting systems from entirely new kinds of vulnerabilities. Most of these roles barely even existed a few years ago. It just completely proves the point that AI is a massive job creator, opening doors we couldn't even visualize a decade ago. That brings us to Section 4, Essential Skills for 2026. Consider this your ultimate survival toolkit. To actually land these new roles, you need a very specific roadmap. First up, you absolutely still need your core technical skills. AI hasn't magically erased the need to understand the foundations. You still need to know things like Python, SQL, cloud computing, web development, Git, GitHub, and the basics of cybersecurity. Why? Because when your AI copilot spits out 1,000 lines of code, you need to deeply understand the mechanics to effectively review, debug, and actually implement it. You simply cannot manage a system that you don't understand. Next, you've got to layer on those specific AI skills. These are the tools that let you direct your new digital assistant. You need to master prompt engineering to ask the exact right questions, because let's face it, the output is literally only as good as your input. You need a solid grip on everyday AI tools usage, AI automation, the fundamentals of machine learning, and how to navigate generative AI platforms. These are the exact skills that transform you from a traditional worker into an AI-empowered manager of digital workflows. Finally, and I mean this is probably the most important piece of the puzzle: human skills. We're talking communication, creativity, problem-solving, leadership, and critical thinking. AI can automate thousands of mundane tasks all day long, but it absolutely cannot replicate your unique human judgment, your empathy, or your ability to lead a team through a messy crisis. As machines take over the predictable stuff, these uniquely human traits are quickly becoming your most valuable, irreplaceable professional assets. Let's wrap things up with Section 5, your action plan, steps to thrive in the IT industry. So, what is the actual game plan here? What should you do with all this information today? If you're a student or fresher, follow this actionable step-by-step staircase. Step 1. Learn at least one core programming language deeply. Get that unbreakable foundation. Step 2. Don't just read tutorials. Build practical, hands-on projects to prove you can actually apply the knowledge. Step 3. Master everyday AI tools to radically speed up your personal workflow. And step 4, build a killer portfolio and an active LinkedIn profile to show off these hybrid skills. Companies are aggressively hiring people who prove they embrace continuous learning. I want to leave you with this thought, and it's a real game changer if you let it sink in. AI is not your competitor. AI is your productivity partner. The future of the IT landscape belongs entirely to the professionals who figure out how to seamlessly combine human intelligence with artificial intelligence. The folks who learn, adapt, and innovate right alongside these tools, those are the ones who are going to truly thrive. As we close out this explainer, I've got one final question for you, and I want you to answer it honestly. How are you going to adapt? Are you going to sit back in fear and let AI replace you? Or are you going to grab these tools, embrace the change, and use them to grow into opportunities we are only just beginning to imagine? The choice is entirely yours. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next explainer.